I'm going to do another video of poor man burn-ins using a chuck roast. And I don't have a smoker, so I'm going to be putting in the oven for about 350. You want your internal temperature about 175 to 200 to 220 possibly. It just depends on the recipe you're using you find on the internet. So I'm going to probably go with internal temp of 200. And the reason why I have it up so dang high, my oven sucks. Plus I'm a little late to starting dinner. Here's my chuck roast. It was about almost 2.5 pounds. There it is. I'm just going to plop it on this tray right here. Then I'm going to cover it in mustard. You can use Dijon mustard, or you didn't have to use this. You can use some other kind of binder. I just like mustard. Alright. Rub it in on the top, the sides. Alright. Then flip it over. Get in all those nice little crevices and cracks. Yeah. I know one of the best turkeys I've ever had was with a mustard binder in a deep fryer. So I loved it, and that's what I try to stick with now. Okay. Got that all nice and covered. Then cover it in any kind of seasoning you want. I'm using Kinder's, again, wood fire garlic. We want to make sure we cover this bad boy all the ways up. If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoned. Remember that. Alright? I probably should be doing this in an aluminum tray, but I'm going with this actual tray right here. So yeah, again, looks like that. I already have cooking spray put on this pan. So hopefully it doesn't stick. I should probably use an aluminum tray. I'm not going to for right now. That'll be later on. So next step, I'm kind of on the fence about this one, is actually covering it up. I would like this to get up to temp within an hour. So 350 for me because my oven sucks. So our internal temperature got to 175 in the oven. We'll pull it out and go ahead and cover it up and let it sit for roughly 20 minutes. Alright, here you go, all the nice juices. Been about 20 minutes sitting. Next thing we want to do is we want to cut it up in about 1-inch pieces. That's what kind of looks like on the inside. And these 1-inch pieces we're going to add to a aluminum tray. Alright, add your favorite barbecue sauce. I'm using Kinder's again, barbecue sauce original. Alright, make sure they're all nice and covered. Yeah, I know some of these pieces might be bigger than 1 inch, but that's alright. Something I like to do is add some butter in there. And then we'll recover it. Put some of these juices that's in this tray in there so they don't go to waste. it up, put it back in there for another 20. 20 minutes later. Unfortunately, this is how they look. Not nearly as good as they should, but you know, this is a quick version of this recipe. Usually want to go low and slow, or in a smoker. So, let's go ahead and try one out. That's pretty good, honestly. And it's not going to pull apart like a burn-in because I did it so damn fast. But normally do it about 200 degrees, 4 hours until it gets up to temp. Let it sit for 20. Cut it up in 1-inch pieces. Cover it up with sauce. Another hour at about 200 degrees. And it should be a hell of a lot better than this. So, thanks for watching my crappy ass recipe on Poor Man's Burn-Ins version 2. Hopefully there'll be a version 3.